Hello, a very good evening to us once again. We thank God for the opportunity He has given us to gather this evening and continue with our class from where we stopped yesterday. It's by His grace that we have come this far, and it's also by His grace that we shall keep on going. So I'm going to kindly request any volunteer, anyone led by the Spirit, to open our class with a word of prayer so that we can start our lecture. After the prayer, I will have a presentation, something brief to explain, just like we've been doing. Then I also get to see your presentations. So those who came with their work to present today, please open it and keep it ready so that we don't take a lot of time trying to set out the work that we've come to present. So I'm kindly requesting anyone, any volunteer to give us an opening prayer. Thank you. Okay, seems like no one is starting for us with a prayer. Let me pray. Dear Lord, thank you very much for the opportunity you've given us to gather this evening to come and share knowledge. Heavenly Father, whatsoever we're going to share today is for the glory and honor of your name. May you come and be amongst us. May you come and be in our midst, so that whatsoever we shall share is a knowledge that we shall put to practice when the right time comes, for the glory and honor of your name. I pray all this in Jesus' mighty name. I pray and believe. Amen. Okay. Can I hear from you people if you're able to hear me? Can I see anyone unmute and tell me you can hear me loud and clear so that I can start?
You can hear.
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay. I have a simple presentation that I wanted to make. So let me share my screen such that we can be able to see what I wanted to talk about today. If you come and check our work here, there's this simple work that I was putting today for this illustration. Let me just load it and we have a look at it. You're going to realize I have this header here and my menu is on the left hand side and it's appearing as links. Then I have this image here of the car that is on my hero section. So I have a place for the logo. I have my links, which is for home, about, service, and then contact us. And as you're seeing, they are all tiled or they are all aligned to the left hand side because that is the default. And when it comes to links, links always appear in blue like you're seeing here. Home is in blue underlined, about is in blue underlined, services is in blue underlined, contact us is also in blue and underlined. That is the default state of a link in HTML when you use pure HTML. Everything is aligned to the left hand side and that is the default state. But then we agreed at the beginning, or as I kept on explaining to you, this is not the type of a header that I need from you. If there's anyone working on their project and you still have your link like this, then you have a long way to go. This is pure HTML minus CSS. Let's open it in an editor and then we have a look at it. I have this editor here. Let me just get rid of this. We inspect our code, our HTML tags rather, and then see what's happening. So let me open it with Notepad. Let me edit it with Notepad++. This is simple plain HTML as you're seeing. And first of all, I have my style here. I've linked my style, but I've not yet applied it. That's why I wanted us to have a look at pure HTML minus the style. So I have a logo somewhere. As you're seeing, there's a div class, then it's having a logo. Then beneath it, I'm having my logo, as you're seeing here, which is going to be our logo. And then the alternative, if the image is not there, the alternative is it should be writing for me the word logo. As you're seeing, that is the reason as to when I open it, there's no image. Instead, the alternative word is the one appearing, logo, indicating that a logo is supposed to be in this place. So what happens if we have a better understanding of this, or if to get a better understanding of this? Okay, what happens when we don't have an alternative? I mean, yes, we don't have an image, but what would happen if we had the image? So let me come to our code. Is it PNG? Our logo is a PNG. Okay, so let's look for any logo that we can use. So let's say logo. Let's just search for on internet, and we see the difference where it's giving us the word logo and what will actually happen if we had the actual logo. Which logo do we go for? Should we go for something like this? No. Just want any simple logo that we can put to use. Okay, let's not waste a lot of time. Let me go with this since it's the one I liked from the word go. Let me see something else. Okay, so I'm going to get this image. Remember, it was a PNG, so let me save it as PNG as well. Okay, seems like my internet is a little bit slow. Let me see. Okay, it will respond at its appropriate time. When it gives me the option to download, I will be able to download it, and then we can use it. Let me try one more time. If it refuses, we leave it and move on. Okay, it has worked at last. So we want to save it as logo .png, where we want to save it in this place here. Save it. Now if we come to our okay, it has been downloaded. Okay, we don't need this type around. The one we have downloaded is enough. Nope, we don't need this. When we reload our page right now, yes, our logo is able to appear. If you look at my statement here, I am saying image, then the source is going to be a logo. But for a scenario whereby I don't have this logo, which is the image is called logo.png, the alternative is it should give me the word logo should appear. That's the alternative I have. Then I have this structure here. Of course, I have the hero section. The hero section is where I have my image, where I have section class hero. Then, of course, I give the image. And the alternative, if the image was not there, the alternative was this word was going to appear, which is saying hero image. The ALT is for, it stands for alternative. That is what it means. So then I close the section. Of course, I close that section, then I close my body and close HTML. That is something that we all understand. If that is the case, remember this is minus our CSS. What would happen if we added our CSS to this? I did this simple CSS here. We're going to inspect the CSS, but let's first bring it in and then run it and see what happens to our work. So when I come now, because it's in the same folder, everything is in the same folder. When I come now to my our work here and then run it, you're going to see now the transformation that happens to our header. With the help of the CSS, the logo, which was looking very big, is now transformed to fit in properly in the right position. And also our button, our menu, or our links, our menu which was appearing has links the other side, it has been transformed. You can see it's styled very well to the right hand side, and it has a hover effect that the moment I hover over it, the color changes. So this is a proper menu. What am I trying to say? Please and please do not present for me or for anyone your website when it is in this state. When it is in this state, where your header is looking like this, where you have a logo somewhere, then your buttons are looking like this. No, this is not how it's supposed to be. I repeat, this is not how your header is supposed to look. With the help of CSS, it's going to transform your header from what we have just looked at into something like this, which is now a professional header. And this is what I expect from you people. If we go and inspect our CSS, I will try to explain a few things that I was doing in our CSS. This is our CSS. If you look at our CSS, I have what you'll call a global reset. A global reset is where I use the asterisk selector, which is for the entire website, for selecting the website. And on my global reset, this is what I am saying. The margin is supposed to be 0. This is going to reset the default margin and the padding that the web browser automatically adds to the elements, like the body, like the paragraphs, like the headings, and so on and so forth. This gives us a clear slate to work with to ensure that our design looks consistent and also looking very, very, like every page that you're going to be going to, you're going to be seeing that your website is consistent. This is a global declaration. This is making a declaration by using the asterisk that on my web page, the margin is supposed to be to 0, the padding is supposed to be to 0. Then the box sizing is supposed to be border box. What do I mean by border box? This is a very important property when you're looking at your website. It changes the box model so that the elements width and height is included in the padding and the borders. So it's very, very important for us to make this declaration. This one has nothing to do with our header or our footer. This is affecting the entire web page, this declaration that I've made up here. Then I came down to my header. Now this is where I start talking about the header. And when I'm talking about the header, of course, I had to do what? To indicate the element that I want to affect or I want to work on. So I said I'm working on the header. I started by declaring what I'm working on, which is the header. And the background color, I've given it, or I've set it a background color, which is a light gray background. This is a light gray background. If you can see our border very well, this is just color code. And if you remember very well where we started from, I did explain where this concept came from. When we are in base 16, when we are counting from 16, we start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. Up to when, so if 9 is our 10th, then our 11th is going to be A, B is going to be our 12th, C is going to be our 13th, D is going to be our 14th, 15th is going to be E, then the last, because we're ending on 16th, is going to be F, with F being the highest and then 0 being the lowest. I remember explaining that. And we said in this color arrangement, we remember very well the first 2 digits will represent red, because it's RGB. The second one will represent, the second two color numbers will represent green, then the last one will represent blue, RGB. So we said, if you can remember that class very anyway, I don't want to go into the details of that. By now you should be understanding the color codes very well, but this here I'm declaring the colors. Then if you see somewhere I have padding where I am talking of 1 rem, then 2 rem. This adds space inside the header. This is going to create a space inside my header. Where 1 rem is the top and bottom padding. R1 looks at the top and bottom padding. If you look at our website now, we have top and bottom. So that distance, what this determines it is what I've talked about around this area. Then we also have what you talk about the 2 rem, which is talking about what? Which is talking about the left and right padding. Then lastly down here, I gave it a little bit shadow. This is where I am giving my header a little bit shadow. That adds a subtle, that adds a little bit of shadow under my header. It adds a little bit of shadow under my header, giving it a slight lift effect, separating it from the content below. Of course, I need to make my shadow, my header look. If you look only at this image here right now, you may not, because this image has a lot of dark, but at least I've created some little bit of shadow beneath my header here, which is separating. You can vividly see that the header is separate from the image down, or from the section down, instead of having it as just one uniform thing. So that is what I am talking about in this section here. Then I come, after our shadow, we're going to look at our navigation layout, which is now the very important thing, how we want our navigation to be organized. So the very first thing I had to declare, of course, it's navigation, which you're seeing here abbreviated as nav. I want the display to be flex. This turns the navigation into a flex container. It directs the child, which we know, which is the logo and the menu div. It directs these two, because these are child of the navigation bar. The navigation bar is the main container, but it has a child which is within it, which is the logo and then the navigation, the menu. Both those things, now if you look at it, all of this gray part you're seeing is our navigation bar. But inside the navigation bar, we have the logo, which we are saying it's the child. And then we have the menu, which is also the child of the navigation bar. So by doing that, it becomes flex items. The two childs, or should I say children, because saying the two childs is even English, which I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, the child number 1, I also don't want to call it children. Child number 1, logo. Child number 2, which is the menu division, becomes flex items, and it sits in a row by default. If you looked at our work before the CSS, it was not on the same row. We had our logo up, then we had the links down beneath it. But by the moment I declare the display has flex, it's going to do what? to align everything on the same row. Then I also came down and talked of justified content, space between. This is what pushes the logo to the far left and then the menu to the far right. Now, if you can see very well, my logo is this side here on the left hand side, then my menu is on the right hand side. Why? Because of this line here, which is talking about what? Justify content. Then I said space between. Then I aligned everything to align items to center. Vertically centers the logo and the menu within the navigation container. Of course, I had to do what? To declare the width, maximum width that I need on my navigation bar. Prevents the navigation bar from getting too wide or very large on the screen. So I do not want my navigation bar to just be on its own. Of course, I had to determine it. And you can see I had to use this number here, which is 1200 pixels, PX, which stands for pixels. Then the margin, I said the margin should be auto. This is a classic trick to center the block element horizontally. So it's just a trick of setting the block, because here it's a block element. I'm trying to center it horizontally. Then from there, of course, I moved to the logo, because my CSS should cater for everything on my header. Of course, the logo, I displayed it flex. I don't need to explain that right now. Align item center, I don't need to explain. I've already explained that. Then of course, the logo image itself. Now the image of the logo itself, because this is looking at the container where the logo fits, but now the image itself, which is in that container, which is logo. Now I am talking of the height and width that I want. Remember, before I added my CSS there, it was a big logo. So I had to adjust, or I had to determine the height and then the width of my logo. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay. Then I came down here again to the menu now. The menu, we have our menu there, which is having our home, about, service, then contact us. I said it should display in flex. I already explained what flex is. Then I said the gap is to rem. So this is now going to create a space, the space that you're seeing between this home and about, there's a space. Between about and services, there's a space. Between our services and contact us, there's a space. Now that space is what I am talking about here. The gap, I said to rem. Then list style, I said none. I don't want it to list it for me. I don't want it to be like a list, because if it gives it to me as a list, then it's going to not really look well. Then if you come down here, I now have our menu. And then if you can look at it, text direction, none. Because I want it to have this default text direction of our menu. The default of it. You remember very well when we started, there's what we looked at where you can change the direction of the text. Here I'm not changing the direction of any text. And the default color that I want on my menu is the color that I've shown you there. And if you come to this is the color for the menu. Like when you look at our menu here right now, there's this color you're seeing. It's like black, but it's not really black. It's like dark gray, something of that kind. That is what I am talking about. Yes, it's a dark gray actually. If you look at it very well, it's dark gray. So that is the color of my text, or of our menu. Then of course the font family that I want, I determined it. As you're seeing here, it's Arial. Or alternatively, now I have provided two fonts. Why? Or font families. Why? Because if one fails to work, the other one should work automatically. Or if at all for any reason one is not working, the other one should work automatically. Then the font size of our menu here, I also determined it here, where I said font equals to, then I said 1 rem. Then of course the color transition, as you're seeing it here, in 0.3 seconds with ease. What am I trying to talk about at that point? The color. This creates a smooth animation, like when I'm moving from one link to another, from one menu to a button to another. I don't want to call it a button because those are not really buttons, but those are menus. Oh, that's my menu. But when I'm moving from one to another, if I'm moving from home to about us, the transition that I'm talking about. Because if you can look down here, remember I gave it a hover color, which means there should be a hover. When I'm putting my cursor over the menu, what should happen? The color should change automatically, indicating that I am now on this menu. This menu is the one now going to be active. So that is what I mean by what? By when I bring my cursor now to this button, the color changes automatically. The color changes automatically. So that is simple CSS that I did. Now that is the hover color that you're seeing here, the blue that you're seeing that comes about. When I click on this, even before I click on it, the color changes to blue. I just put my cursor above it, the color changes to that color, to the blue color. Now that's what I was saying here by menu A, then hover, then I'm giving it the hover that you're seeing there. That is something brief that I wanted to talk about to you today. But then something very interesting that we need to appreciate about this is, now remember this thing here is called, this is going to be our about, our home page. Home page is usually saved as index.html. It's easier because you're going to have about five pages, but it's going to be difficult for the browser to easily, some browsers struggle to identify which is your landing page or which is your home page that it should load fast. Some browsers actually struggle with that. So for that reason, it's advisable, and I advise you, if you're going to go into professional websites, to all your home pages, you'll be naming them with index.html. By default, it will know automatically this is your home page. The browser, that is when you have hosted it, of course, on your local host, you know very well which one is your home page, which one is the about, which one is the services. That is on your local host. But if you're going to host it externally, then it's it's a good practice to always name your home page as index.html. Now, someone was asking me yesterday, can I link my can I link, I don't remember, but he was asking, yes, he was asking me, can I link my navigation bar and the footer, okay, the header and the footer on every page? And I told him, no, you don't link. This is what you're going to do. If this page was going to be your about us page, I mean your home page, you're going to copy your same style, which is here, copy it, then you're going to paste it. You're going to create now your new, come to file, let's create new, we paste it here, and then we are going to save this work here. Save it, let's save it as we're going to save this as about.html. Then I'm going to look for where, yes, that's the same folder where I want to save it. I save it. Now for it to make some sense for us, we're going to change the background image. Let's look here. I have this background image here. Let me add here too. I bring it inside here. Then we go to our HTML. We add here the word to. Okay, we save it. Then we come to our about. You're going to see about us, of course, will have its own content, like the way you're seeing this image now is different from the other image we have. But if you can look at it very well, you're going to realize that we have the same header as we had previously. It's the same header we have on this guy here. It's the same header we have on this guy here called about us, because you just copied and pasted. Of course, the content is going to change now. You're going to add more content down here, but your header and your footer should always be constant on all the pages. That is the reason as to why, if this were two pages, this was home page and this was about us page, if I keep on switching between them, you see the content is what changes, but my header remains the same. So that is what I wanted to share with you this evening. Any question before I get an opportunity to listen to you people, to see your presentations? Any questions, you can go ahead and ask.
Hello.
I see someone's hand up. Go ahead and ask.
Yeah, sir. There is for me the effect I want.
Mm,
When you are that shows that the active page you are in.
mm.
How do we do that?
Come again.
Like on your header,
Mm,
there is home, about us, maybe contact us, even something else. But
mm.
there is when you click, let me say on home page, it will show you that you are actually in home page. That active part. I don't know how we can put
When
it
you
right.
click the button, okay, the link should remain active. That is the one showing, that is the one you're on right now, right?
Yeah, that's what I am trying to say.
Now it's very, very possible to achieve it. It's one of the things that even there's something that you can do to your buttons, that instead of them appearing like mine, they can appear as buttons. Even you can add for them shadow effects. There are very many cool things that you can do. But remember, the beauty right now is you know what you want, and that is what I wanted to trigger. So I wouldn't want to give you the CSS which does that. That's the reason from day one I've been telling you this is going to be basically on your personal research, because that's when, if you want me to give you all these CSS and what they do, it would have taken the fact, because you'll just get the CSS and apply it. then you just get the results, but you wouldn't have learned anything. That's why I told you the CSS is going to be entirely based on research. Because the moment you research on it, now that you know it, what you want, you can be able to apply it. And what you have learned through research, it's hard for you to forget it than me just giving it to you. Yes, yes, please go ahead. Marco Alan, you're saying something?
Yes, sir. Am I
Yes,
loud?
please. Yes, please.
I don't know if I'm asking. Thank you. I don't know if I'm asking the same question like Regan. What I wanted to inquire is because there's websites when you open,
Mm,
it's just the fact that you put the link,
mm,
you go to the link, it opens straight to the home page. And then
mm,
but when you saw mine the other time when I presented, when you when you open it from the HTML, it takes you to the first page, which has everything, the head and what. When you scroll down, it scroll down everything from the home page to about
mm,
us to
mm,
something like that. But
mm.
I want to find out, is because is that the status quo, or but how do I make it to, once I put the link, maybe my website address, my web address, it takes me straight to homepage.
Okay, this is the answer that I can tell you. On a local host, which is on your machine, by default, remember you have different pages. So it will not automatically take you to the home page if it's on your local host. It will take you to the page which you have clicked on, the page you have opened. If in your folder you have pages which are about us, home page, contact us, services, and then you went to the page of contact us and click on it, trust me, it's going to open for you what? It's going to open for you contact us page. But then the explanation you're giving me, the question you're asking is this. If you it's not on external host, you have hosted your website externally, it's going to have a very hard time identifying which is your home page, because there you're not opening randomly, you just open the link, and the link by default should give you the home page automatically. So it's going to be hard for it to determine which one is your home page of all your pages, unless if you indicated your home page to be what? To be index.html. When it is saved as index.html, instead of saving it as home.html, index.html is going to take precedent in all the websites that you have. It will be the first to appear, hence making your homepage to always appear the first when someone clicks on the link. That is very different from when someone does a template. When someone uses a template, here you have not used any template. You have designed your website from scratch using HTML, CSS, and probably JavaScript. So for your home page, it's advisable for you to save them always with index.html. I don't know if it answers the question.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I've seen a couple of hands up. Please, you can just unmute and talk.
So, Master, for my case, I
Mm.
think I will have to say because the network is very poor this side.
You can talk. I'm hearing you.
Wait,
You will also see me. It's fine. You'll
okay,
see me, but you can talk because time is not on our side. Remember tomorrow.
okay,
Mm,
okay. It's like this, eh?
mm,
The way you taught us yesterday how to link in different pages into one page, eh?
mm,
For me, I tried to make it, but once I tried to click into the home page and to the menu, then when I go to the contact or about us, it takes me into the searching area. I don't know why what happens.
Okay, let me give you a clarification on that. Yesterday, there are two things when we are linking that are involved. Yesterday, if you're referring to yesterday's class, I was talking about single page website. And on a single page website, you're not linking pages because remember, you only have one page. There you are linking sections of the same web page, different sections of the same web page. And it's a little bit different from whereby you have different pages and then you're linking them into what? Into onto your website. Those are different scenarios. Linking a section is different from linking a page. And yesterday, the example I was showing you was about linking different sections on the same web page, not linking different websites on different sections. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow I will come and I see you.
There's no problem. So anyone else? I saw someone's hand up. Okay, I'll presume there's no one with any question regarding the presentation I've just made. Can we have presentations now? People who are ready. There's a lady who promised us yesterday that she will present today. Is she ready with her presentation? Do we remember the lady, the young girl who promised us yesterday? What was her name?
Rita.
Rita, I can see you. Nakazibwe Rita, can you take us through? You promised us today. Oh, it's a long story.
Sir,
Yes?
so I'm here with her,
Mm.
but she was trying to link the WhatsApp on the computer and she couldn't because
To
the
do
computer
what?
has refused. She wants to link her WhatsApp to the computer so that she can view the link via the whatever, via the laptop, but it has refused.
Why
Now
would you
she's
want to
asking,
do that? Why can't you just use a flash and put your work? Or use a cable. If your work is in the laptop, use a cable and transfer it to the laptop, to another laptop, which you're going to use for presenting. Why does WhatsApp come in now?
Madam, where does your WhatsApp comes in? Oh,
Okay,
the link is on WhatsApp
which link?
for this meet, Google Meet.
Can she use your laptop
For
for presenting?
okay, madam,
And
you can
another
use your
thing that she
laptop.
needs to know, look at this.
Mm,
The link, you don't need to really copy put the link anywhere. This is what you do. You open the web browser, let's say Google Chrome, and then you see the
mm.
link on your phone. You type it exactly the way it is. It will work.
Okay, let's take it.
Later, just type the link in the browser the way it is, putting the comma, the hyphen, whatsoever in the right way it's supposed to be. It will work.
Let us try. We shall come back when we are done.
Okay, I also Teddy, you had a presentation to make today. Are you ready?
In fact, also ready.
Oh, go ahead, please. Go ahead as we're waiting for this other guy. Go ahead and present. I'm going to mute my side so that you can take president. I also hear Eve Maureen promised. Okay, Eve Maureen, we're also waiting for you.
So this is what I have come up with. And it's my home page,
We
which
are
I
not
have not
seeing your
completed, and I'm yet to add the other
we are not
things
seeing
to
your
it.
screen. We are not seeing your screen. Share your screen. Yes, we can now see.
Yeah, so this is the home page. And the and about I have put this the academics. This is what I have, and this is under admissions. I have created an online admission form. I mean, application form, and I'm yet to add more images in the gallery. And this is the contact us page, which has details for user to input information, name, email, and message. Yeah, I think that is all.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Can we clap for this gentleman, please? Can we clap for his presentation before I make my comments? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Only one person is clapping. What's happening, you guys? Okay, okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. That's good. Okay, this is what I can tell you. Thanks for all those who have clapped for him. At least it shows that you have good heart. For your presentation, this is my observation, and not for you and only for all those who are going to present. Please note that a good web page is supposed to have 50% of the text and also 50% of the images. If you have a web page where there are many pictures more than words, with less words or with no words, or you have very many words with no pictures, then there's a problem. It's supposed to be 50-50 on each page. The only area where you may not really need to have pictures is where you have a form. Could be a form that someone has to fill, or contact us page where you have where someone has to write an email to you. There, at least there's no need to have very many pictures there. But these other normal pages, our services, about us, home page, what you should have 50% of images and 50% of text. And then you should avoid to use images that are watermarked. If you have any image in your website which is watermarked, which is having a watermark, please go and change it. Look for another image. If you love that image very well, look for another one which is like it but without watermark, because the watermark comes with extra text that you really don't. It's going to confuse the person who is
Master, can I show mine also?
Can't hear the lecturer. Are you people hearing?
Yeah, you continue. You can go on and share your screen and we see.
So long as we are seeing.
correct you and say here and here. I guess that.
Hello, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are now getting.
Oh yeah, that's okay. The
Yeah, he's back.
corrections
He's
I
back.
told you, did you get me? Did you get the corrections I made?
Yeah, I made it, but in fact, I'm still on the way because I had made a complete thing. But when I lost my PC, then the things were back. I'm just trying to catch up with right now.
What I'm saying is the corrections I've just told you right now before I went off. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I had, and
Hey,
I
okay, okay.
picked.
Because I think along the way my mic stopped working, but now I am back. So someone was talking of presenting. Please go ahead and present. It's the person is called what? Monoha. Monoha. Please go ahead and present.
Yes, sir. Okay. Is everyone able to see?
Yes, we are able to see.
Okay. So far, this is what I have about my home page. Then this is the menu. This is how it goes. Then this is what I was talking about. When I click this side, that's where it takes me, and also about us. But so far, these are the only successful ones I'm having. Even yes.
First, click on your home page. Let's see. Go back to your home page.
Okay. Are you able to see?
No, present again. We can't see. Present again.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Are you
First,
able to see?
I am able to see. First, go up. I want to see the upper part. I want to see your menu. Where's your header? Oh yeah, the header is here. Now the problem with your header is this. Your header, the menus of your header are beneath your logo. Can you try to make it be on the same line? Even this logo is too big. Can you resize? Use CSS that can resize. Search for CSS that can resize this to the size that is good for you, and also have this with the logo on the same line. Okay. Okay. Then scroll down. Can you scroll down? Let's see the downer part. Hello.
Okay.
Now we want to see the downer part. We have already seen the header. We want to see the downer part. Continue scrolling.
This is where so far it ends.
Oh, it ends here, so you don't have the footer yet.
Yes. The
Okay, you
footer is
have
here.
this. You have your footer. I'm seeing. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So first, take your cursor to any image. I saw like there's an effect you have put on the images. Take your cursor to any image.
Any image.
Yes, yes. Like that one of the cakes. First, put your. I'm seeing. Okay. When you put your cursor on it, there's an effect which happens. It's okay. It's fine. Only that time is not on
Mm.
your side, man. You have a long way to go. Time is not on your side.
Mm.
You're on the right track, but
Yes.
you need to put in more effort. Give it more time.
Okay.
Okay. Can we clap for this gentleman for his presentation, please? Oh, yes, Regan is clapping. That is good. Elizabeth is there clapping. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, do we have any other presenter? Can we get someone else to present? Okay, seems like we don't have another presenter for today. We only have these two presentations. Please, can you go ahead and make the corrections? We shall meet tomorrow and we also see if you're ready to present with the changes or with the improvements or with what the added content. Can we do that?
Sir,
Yes?
Sir Thaddeus, she has connected.
Can she present?
Yes, she's able.
Okay, we are waiting for her. Rita will saying will present tomorrow. I don't know what's happening to our sisters, but you people, you're not doing well, to be honest. You don't want to present. Me, I have no problem. I'm not forcing anyone to present. But with the experience, I know it's better to present now than presenting on the last day only. Because things that you
Just a
would have
moment, sir.
corrected now, you're just keeping it for yourself.
Samia will be the first to present tomorrow.
Okay, let's see her presentation.
We are waiting for you.
Tomorrow will be us girls. Okay, Elizabeth. You see, girls started promising me yesterday, but one at yesterday there was no presentation, and even today no presentation. Still, let's wait for this one who is coming to present. They always say ladies first, so we expected you even to take lead in this. Monoha, you can mute. Can someone guide us? Is she still presenting? The person next to her, is she still presenting?
Yes,
Okay. She can unmute and talk as she's presenting. Is this your home page? Is she done presenting? Is that it all?
No, sir, she's still figuring out things. But we are helping her.
Our time is fast spent. I really don't know what's happening. The computer has frozen. Hello.
Sir, she's coming. Just 2 minutes only.
Okay, let's wait for the 2 minutes.
Admitted. Thank you. Hi guys. This is
Hello,
my
hello.
website. This is what I have.
No, that's not we are sharing.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god. This is the phone. What's the earphone?
Should we allow her present tomorrow when she's ready? Okay, I see she's back. Okay.
Sorry for that delay, guys, but this is my one. I haven't linked these pages up. I only have the about one. Oh, it's not yet linked. This is all I have. I tried putting the icons, the social icons, but they refuse to display. I don't know why.
Social media. Social media. So you can learn.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, first go up, go. I want to see the downer part where there's about. I want to see it.
Now,
Okay, you see that about, it is supposed to be immediately after the arrow section. You see where you have your navigation bar or your header. Immediately after the header, we have the arrow section that image which you have there. Immediately after it, that is where the about is, because someone, it becomes relevant when it is still at the top there. That's when someone reads and know what the website is about. But if you put it at the end of your page here, the information which is about us, then it ceases to become relevant. Like someone has to go through your website all to the all the way to the bottom. Then that's where they're going to realize from what the website is all about. Yet the information of about us is supposed to be up there immediately after. Scroll up, let's see the upper part. Now you see this section here where you say the world's biggest virtual art collection. Immediately
yes.
under it, scroll down a little bit. You see where you're saying, wait, services we offer. Do you see that section?
Yes.
That is where the about is supposed to be. Then services offered is supposed to be below about us,
Okay.
not where it is. It's supposed to be below here. And if you have aligned your elements, which is intermediate, online, physical, you have aligned them to the center. Even services we offer, it's supposed to be aligned to the center as well. You don't leave it on the left hand side, then these other elements are aligned to the center. No, it's not. That does not show art. Art is not like that.